Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Susan, and today we're going to do a good old shop my stash. So what you're looking at right now is the first drawer, which contains all eye products. So I have eye primers here. None of those are going to change. In here I have some liquid shadows, some mascaras, and then some tools. Over here are single shadows. This is the only single shadows that I have, so these will stay. In here is just some cushions for my lash curler and some brow stencils. My Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, all my brow supplies, pencils, gels, and so forth, and my Patrick Ta Clear Brow Wax, along with a couple of brow tools, some tweezers, and a brow scissors. None of that is going to change. This will all stay the same in this container here, as well as this container. This container here will also stay the same because I really want to use the mascaras that are in this section. And then I just recently, within the last 2 weeks, put these liquid shadows from House Labs in there. But what I really want to do is switch up some shadows. So this is the Samantha March collab, and I've only used it twice. I want to keep using that. Now, this is a palette of some singles that I have. Now, Natasha Denona recently came out with her Midi Retro palette. And because it's $65, and I really don't want to, I have a lot of palettes, and I really don't want to spend the money on another palette, despite the fact that I think her shadows are phenomenal. What I did was I took all the singles that I had, and I put them together, and this is my version of the Natasha Denona Midi Retro palette. You can see the shades there, very similar to what she has in her palette. So that I just put together. I saw Hannah Louise Poston do a video doing this very same thing with two new eyeshadow palettes that had come out. And she pulled together her singles in a Z palette to mimic sort of the new combined new palettes. And I thought that's a fantastic idea. So I'm giving her all the credit for that. And I will link her channel and that particular video down below so you can see her thought process, which I think is very clever. So that is staying in. This is the Morphe 35C. And this I love. It's fairly new to me, but this has pretty much everything in there. Every color you can imagine, from neutrals to pinks to purples to blues, browns, and there's a couple of blacks and a couple of silvers. This is like your all-around great palette, but with mattes and shimmers, and then you've got that pressed glitter in the center. That's staying. This is where some things are going to change. This is my Zoeva Taupe palette, and I love this, but I've used it a few times, and it's time to put it back with my other palettes. I've got a shadow in here that I had pulled out some time ago. So I think I'm going to put that one back. And then I have my Sephora I Love palette. This is the Light Cool eyeshadow palette. This is such beautiful neutrals. But I have all those in the 35C, so I'm going to put that one back. This is a fantastic palette, by the way. Very good quality. Then I have here a Nabla Cutie palette in Midnight. This is a really nice palette. I've used that a couple of times. You've got a beautiful matte navy blue, a sky blue that's matte, and then that shade called Alma in the center at the bottom that's matte as well, and the other three are shimmers. I don't have any of those shades in the 35C, so I'm going to keep that one in. And then I've got these two Revlon palettes here. These are really nice as well, but I've used those a number of times, so I'm going to put these back. And then I've got these 3 new Essence palettes in Dancing Green. Love those olive greens for fall. It is just beautiful. I have Taupe It Up, which I might put this one back because, you know, these shades could very well be in that. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Those shades are not in the 35C. So I am going to keep that one in. And then the last one here is, I like to mauve it. Mauve it. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to keep those in there. Then I have my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. This I've used a few times. So this is really pretty. I love those first 6 shades. But I'm thinking I have those in my 35C, so I might put this one back as well. But I love those other 6 shades as well. I think I'm going to put this one back. And then lastly, I have Lust for Dusk from Colourpop. And I have all these shades in my 35C, so I'm going to put that one back as well. I'm going to put that back, this one back, and then I'm going to slide this one in here. So that's it for this drawer. Now let's go over to this drawer, and this is all face and lip. So right off the bat, I've got my Benefit Earth Angel Forest-Scope. This is beautiful. I love this palette, but I used it a ton. So you have Hula, you've got Georgia, which is a really pretty peach, and you've got the new one called Honeymoon, which is a beautiful, beautiful mid-tone mauve, and then Cookie Highlighter, which is one of my favorites. So I've used that a number of times, so I'm going to put that one back. Up here in this little container, I've got powders here. So I've got the L'Oreal Age Perfect. I'm going to put that one back. I've got the Halo Glow powder. I didn't actually use this very much, so I'm going to keep that in there. Laguna bronzer I used 2 or 3 times. I'm going to put that one back. The Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, I'm going to put that one back. The Bare Minerals bronzer in A Kiss of Pink I used a lot, putting that back. This Patrick Ta blush in She's Passionate, which is a beautiful mid-tone mauve there. Sort of a nude mauve, so to speak. That I've used a few times. Going to put that back. So I have here the Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink. I didn't use this one at all, so I'm going to keep this one in there. This is a little travel size of the Laura Mercier blush in Rosé. This one is so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. On camera, it's looking sort of warm toned, but it's absolutely not. It's a cool tone mauve. I've used that a number of times. This highlighter from Ofra is in Covent Garden, which is a collab with Talia Mar. I've used that quite a few times. I'm going to put that back. My little mini Jouer highlighter here, which is in Funfetti. I'm going to put that back. See if I can open this. This one is kind of crushed a little bit. So that's what that looks like. I've used that a number of times, but I have to be careful. It's kind of crushed. Okay, primers here. I have a couple here. I have the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I used that a few times. I'm going to put that back. The Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer with Vitamin C. I only used that once, so I want to keep that in. Then I have here, let me close this a little bit. And then I have here the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I use that as a primer, hydrating primer as well. This is just a sample of the Purlisse. This is the Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream. I'm going to keep that in there. This I've been using a lot. I finished off my Tarte Clean Slate, and although I do have a backup of that, I've been really enjoying this from NYX, which is a fraction of the cost. And it's a targeted pore filler stick, and it works almost as good as the Tarte. I really enjoy that. That's staying in there. The Hollywood Flawless Filter. I think I'm going to keep that in there. The Gel Crush blush, cream blush from Flower Beauty. I'm going to keep that in there. I really like that. This I just picked up not too long ago. This is the JCat Master Class, and this is the face color palette in light and medium. And so I keep this in here just for touch-ups, and you know, sometimes I need to mix concealers or what have you, and so that's gonna stay. Then I have some foundations here. I have my favorite Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I've only used it once or twice, but I'm gonna put that one back. And then I have my Lancome Tint Idol foundation stick. I've only used that once. I'm going to keep that in here. And I've got the Thrive Buildable Blur CC cream. Really like that, but I've used that a number of times, so I'm going to put that back. So then I have concealers. So this is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. Love this. That's going to stay. I've just got that, and I've only used it a couple of times. This is the KKW contour wand in light. So I want to keep that. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in there. Then I have this from Laura Mercier. This is the Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. I'm going to keep that in there because I like the corrector part of this. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which I love, but I use this a ton, so I'm going to put that back. And then my Shiseido Synchro Skin Concealer, which is another one I love, and I've used a multiple number of times. I'm going to put that one back. Alrighty, now I have some bronzers here. I have this Physicians Formula Butter Donut, excuse me. And I like this a lot, but I've used it a couple of times. I'm going to put that back. And then I have here the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder. Really love that. Used it a couple of times, but I want to keep it in here because I really do enjoy that. And then I have this loose highlighter in the shade Vegas from ABH. I actually haven't even used that one. I'm going to keep it in. Then I have here a highlight fluid from About Face in the shade, Light Lock highlight fluid. Maybe they don't, Fight or Flight is the shade. It's a really pretty champagne-y color. I can't really show you, but I love the packaging. I'll keep that in there because I haven't even used it except for once. That's my new face. I have my Believe Beauty Foundation. I think what I'm going to do is keep that in here and leave that right here. Then I have this here from Physicians Formula, which is lovely. I've not used it at all. I bought it because I saw, I think it was Thania Gonzalez, I think she has this. And when I saw it, I thought it was so beautiful, so I had to get it, but I haven't yet used it, so I'm going to keep that in there. Now, I do have some more primers here. I have the Believe Beauty Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. I've used this a bunch, so I'm going to put that back. And then I have the NYX Marshmallow Primer, which I love, but I haven't used it since I put it in this drawer, so I'm going to keep that in there. And then I've got this from Maybelline, the 4-in-1 Protector. I've used that probably 4 or 5 times, and now I'm ready to take that out and put something different in. Okay, let's go over to the lips. Alrighty, so here I have some liners. I have Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which I'm going to take out and because I've used that a few times. And then I have MAC Whirl, which I've only used once, and I want to keep that in. Then I have, this is a Milk Kush lip scrub, which I'm going to keep in there. Then I have a MAC lipstick in, whoops, is it upside down? In Whirl, keeping that in. I have these two from NYX. These are really nice. I haven't used this one, Sugar Pie, so I'm going to leave that in, but I've used this a number of times. I'm going to put that away. These two from Tarte, I just love these. One is in Orchid, one is in Rosé. They are beautiful. Let me see if I can show you the shade here. This one here is in Orchid, and that's what that looks like. And then this one is in Rosé. And this one's just a bit more pinker. And that's what that looks like. These are the only ones of these that I have, and I keep them in here. So, and then I have two balms here. I have a Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit Lip Balm. And then I have my Glow Recipe Lip Pop in Watermelon. That will stay. Then down here, I have my Fenty Gloss Bombs. This one is in Heat. That's fairly new to me. I want to keep that in here. And then I have these two cute little minis with this one has the little, keychain. This one is in Fenty Glow. And then this one is in, can't read it, Pink Dragonfly. So those two I'm going to keep. This is a Jaclyn Cosmetics Liquid Lip in, if I can hold it steady. Oh my goodness gracious. Mocha? No, Mama. And it's this really pretty pink shade. I'm going to leave that in because I never used it. And then I have this right here from Persona. It's a pink lip gloss. And I haven't used that one at all. So that's everything in this drawer. So I've taken everything out. Oh, let me put my little foundation palette back in. So I've taken everything, all of these out. And now I want to go through my Alex 9 drawers and start pulling some things out to put in the drawers. So what I'm going to do is put some of these things away first, and then we'll pull the stuff. Then after I put them away, we'll pull some products out to go back in the drawers. So let's start up top here. So this is my primers and my facial mists, not setting sprays, but facial mists. Some of which I use as toners. Some of them I use as like a priming mist, but they're all pretty much just facial mists. So let's see. So for primer here, I'm going to pull out my Too Faced Hangover RX because that's just simply a hydrating primer. And I've got my NYX Pore Filler, so I really don't need anything else here. So I'm going to put this and this here. And I'm just going to tuck that in there. That's it for that. Now we have foundation. So I have these two here that need to go away. So let's pull this out a bit. So I want to pull out one drugstore and one high-end. So let's see what we have here. That's L'Oreal. I've used that a few times in the past. The e.l.f. is very good. I'm giving that a break. This is one of my favorite light ones for summer. Candid Glow. Love, love, love that. I want to get another tube. This is, what do we have here? Catrice True Skin. This is one of my favorites, but I've used it a number of times since I featured it on my channel. Then we have the Dream Urban Cover SPF 50. But you know what? That's my summer shade. So, and I'm starting to lose color. So I think I'll go with this one. This is the number 7 all-in-one foundation and it has a sunscreen of 50+. So I'm going to go with that one. So then I'm going to put the Physicians Formula back and I'm going to put the that one in there. Now, where are my concealers? So I have these two concealers that have to go back. So what am I going to use? I think I'm going to pull out the ABH. That's fairly new to me. And then I want a drugstore. I think I'm going to pull out the number 7, Light Lift and Illuminate. Okay, so I have one of each, and those will go back. That's it for this drawer. The only other thing I have in here are loose powders. And actually, I could pull out a loose powder. Let's see. This one I've used a number of times. That one I've used quite a bit. The Candid. You know what? I'm going to pull out the the Beauty Bakery Flour powder. This is in Oat, which is translucent. I'm going to pull that out. All right. Now getting into the next drawer. This is face powders, bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. So a lot of things are going to go back in here. So I want to pull out a pressed powder now. Which one do I want? Let's see. Which powder do I want? I need to pull out a drugstore powder. I think I'm going to pull out my number 7 because I haven't used that in a long time. And I'll tuck that in. And then for bronzer, then we have bronzer. Let's see. So I need a drugstore. So I need a drugstore and a high-end bronzer. I have the Essence one in the drawer. So that'll be my drugstore. And now I need a high-end bronzer. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the Ciate London. This is the Bamboo Bronzer in Palm Island. Let me see what we can do about that. There you go. There's that one. I've only, I think, swatched that, so I'll pull that one out. And now we can put that back. So then I'm going to put the Chocolate Soleil, and then I'm going to tuck my NARS back in there. Blushes. I've got this little one from Laura Mercier. I'll just tuck that in there. And now I need a drugstore blush. I've got these nice Essence ones here. I think I'm going to pull this one out. I haven't used that in such a long time. Now for highlighter. Okay. I need a high-end and a drugstore. That I've used a few times. You know what? Keeping with the Essence, I'm going to use my Pure Nude. Okay, so that's that. Now we have face palettes. So I have this, which is bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So now I want to pull another one out. Which have I not used in a long time? I've got this one from Pure. I think I'm going to pull this out. I haven't used this in a very long time. The only thing is, even though this is fair light, this is more along the lines here of a setting powder. This is the highlighter, but as you can see, that highlighter is awful dark. You know, that's like really dark. That's too dark for me. But I have the other highlighters I'm working on. But I think I love that blush. I think that blush is so pretty. Here, lip products now. Let's move on to that. Okay, this is my lip drawer. I want 2 traditional bullet lipsticks. I have the MAC Whirl in there. But I really want to pull something else in. Let's see, I'm looking here. What do I want to pull in? I have one. I want maybe like a pinky nude. You know what I haven't used in a long time is this one from Revlon, Untold Stories. I think I'm going to pull this one out. Now I have a liquid lipstick, and I have those few Fenty glosses, but I want to pull out a couple more things. So I want to pull out one of these hangover pillow balms, the tinted ones. I'm going to pull that one out. And then I want to pull out another gloss. I've got this Milky Gloss. I haven't used this in ages. I love the NYX. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull out this. This is the Milky Gloss. This one is in Milky Pink. So that's it for lips. The last two drawers, this one is like some backups, and down there I just have some miscellaneous like stuff for my contacts, my makeup brush cleaning supplies and stuff like that. So nothing there. Now I have this unit here, and I want to put away all these shadow palettes. So I'm going to do that first. So the three smallest ones that I have, this drawer is all small palettes, so I'm just going to tuck those in here. Then we have medium palettes here, and I'm going to put my Lust for Blush in there. And then we have large palettes here. I'm going to pull this one out. This is another beauty. That's a beautiful summer palette. Tuck these two in here, and then pull that one back. These top three drawers have new products that I've received. Some things I've purchased recently, and some of which I've hauled for you, and then others I've received in beauty subscriptions. So now, I've got 4 mascaras in my left drawer, my left desk drawer, but I do want to pull, and I'm testing out 2 others, so I'm not going to pull any mascaras out of here. One that I want to pull out is this Huda Beauty Wild Python. This one is perfect for fall. So there is Wild Python. I love those colors for fall, so this I'm definitely pulling out to put in the drawer. I think I'm going to pull out my ABH Soft Glam 2, and that's what that one looks like. Definitely very fall vibes. So those 2 I'm going to pull out there. That's it for that drawer. Then we have some new lip stuff here. The other thing I'm going to pull out is this. This is from Rare Beauty. Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm in Nearly Neutral. That's the only thing I'm going to pull out of that. The shade of that one. Really pretty and perfect for fall. All right, and then for face, I think what I'm going to do is pull out this ABH foundation. I've been really wanting to try that, so I'm going to pull that out. I just picked this up from Milani. I think I'm going to pull that out just to give me some more blush options, and that's it in this drawer. Okay, so that's it. Now I want to put everything in the drawers. This is the eye drawer. And again, this is the face and lip drawer. So that is everything. Now I keep that in there for about a month, and so mid-October, late October, I will probably shoot another one of these. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it does help out my channel. And please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're advised of all my future uploads. And with that, I thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.